we are going to end tonight's podcast just kind of doing something that we kind of picked up on. Um, Bro code here, dad talk, whatever you want to call it. Since we are all bros, I mean, brothers and bros, you know what I'm saying? Like,
in skin color and in other
That was a racist
things.
remark.
I mean, you know,
That wasn't brother. That was brothers.
brothers,
Brother.
man, brothers, right on. But
I can dig it.
Right.
show
John
you
Turkey.
right. Oh, cracker ass cracker. But
Ass cracker.
what we're going to talk about last on the podcast, and this again, this has to do with just being a dad. You know, everybody on this podcast right now that's on tonight is a dad, man. We're dads, and we're learning. We learned a lot from our last dad talk about, you know, it's not just one person's kid that is showing their ass on a regular.
Oh,
It's
no.
everybody's kids.
Yeah.
So the topic for tonight, as far as our dad talk goes, is what's a good age for your kid to date, and are you comfortable with that? So I'm gonna just go around the room and just kind of gauge where everybody's at, and I'm gonna start with my man on my top left screen here, Mr. Dadon, and see how you feel, man. What are you thinking about this subject? Because you got just girls, so
Bro,
you're in a whole tax bracket of your own here.
yeah, I am. And I never thought I'd ever have to deal with it. I knew eventually I would have to deal with it, but in my opinion, because I have all girls, it's just I can't I just can't deal with it, bro. I can't. I know that
can't
my
accept that.
I can't. I just can't. But
Bro, the first time your daughter's like, I love him. I love him, and he loves
Look,
me.
he comes to look. I kill him.
And he's gonna walk up to you and be like, "Can I call you that?"
yeah, he ain't even gonna get that. He ain't gonna get the sentence that far. Let's just put it that way, bro. No, man. The thing is that again, with me having nothing but girls, I never thought I would have to think that way, but now because I do have two beautiful girls, and they're growing up so fast, and I know that they like boys, and they're all into this guy's cute and this and that and the other, and I'm like, you better shut your motherfucking mouth,
Bro, I'll
right
kill
now,
you.
because I will strangle this shit out of you and him, both of y'all at the same time. So it's like I just can't deal with it, bro. I really can't, and I think when we were talking about this earlier, Jay said it right. He was like, they ain't never at a right age where I'm gonna be comfortable to. I'm gonna be like, yeah, it's cool for you to start dating. It's all right, because I guess because I'm that overprotective of them that I just don't want. I can't deal with it, bro. I just can't.
Bro, it's tough, dog. Like it's hard. We've never been through it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not an easy subject to broach,
No.
especially to a dad.
Right.
Like, I think this is shitty, but at the same time, it's real. Like, do I want my daughters to end up with a dude that had the same mentality I had at that age? No. I mean, let's be real about it. Like, bruh, don't run into somebody like me at your age. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know where a boy's mind is at, especially at that age. So, man,
I'm thinking back to high school Joe. I'm sorry,
bro. Forget about it. That was the worst me. That was probably the worst me ever. But think about it. Like, you have just girls, and what scared me? Like, I have two girls and I have two boys. When my oldest daughter, had her first period, I freaked out, dog. I was like, this girl is a woman now. Like, I'm screwed. I'm done. I don't know how to deal with this.
Mhm.
Now I got another one coming up. They just turned 11. You know, the twins just turned 11 today. So I'm like, I got another one.
Happy birthday.
Appreciate you. So I'm like, I got another one on the way.
Right behind.
You know what I'm saying? And I love my oldest daughter. She's so grounded. She's so humble. She's like, I'm not even trying to look at boys like that. I'm like, stay like that until I'm dead. And then you can do whatever you want. I don't care. Let your mom worry about it, but don't put me through it. Because I know, bro, like, I know the look on a girl's face when she's just been devastated. You know what I'm saying? And what do you do as a dad? I saw my dad go through that with my sister.
I think that's the one thing for me that makes me that overprotective is that knowing that you've seen a woman with that look on their face of devastation, disappointment, you know, the amount of grief and sadness they put themselves through, depression that they go through just over something. At the time for them, it wasn't stupid, but when you think about it, it was like, that was stupid. Why'd you put yourself through that? Why'd you make yourself or feel that down over somebody that ain't even fucking important?
Right.
You know?
But when a woman loves you and genuinely cares about you, she's already tied her feelings to you. You know what I'm saying? And a dude is just like, let me get that pussy. Let me just, bro. We are not built the same.
No,
We're just
only thing that
not.
matters is the box.
That's it, dude. And that scares me as a girl dad. You know what I'm saying? Now my boys, I'm just like, Lord, please don't let these boys, you know, be little
Bring those
hostess.
babies home.
Be no little hostess running around here, you know, trying to just get their stick wet. Let them be, you know, I try to teach them, you got to be a gentleman. You got to be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be out here trying to be some little man thought. Like, that's somebody's daughter. You know what I'm saying? That person has a mom and dad that care about them and love them. Like, you got to think beyond your little pecker and start thinking, hey, it's more to it than that.
Right.
So, bro, I keep it real with my boys. I'm like, hey, be respectful. My dad always taught me that. Be respectful.
Yep.
Be mindful. Bro, my dad told me point blank period, don't ruin some girl's life.
That's deep.
Not even like, hey, you know, don't ruin some young girl's life.
Yeah. Yeah.
That always stuck with me, bro. And I tell my boys that now. Hey, don't ever get to the point where you ruin some little girl's life. So I think for the girls, real talk, 17, 18, at that point, it's out of my hands. I can't control it.
Yeah, because they're grown.
Right. I mean they ain't grown, but
yeah, I mean, they're not grown, but they're of age, as they say. I mean,
Right.
if they at that point, if they wanted to say, well, shit, I got my own job, I'm doing my own thing, and I'm gonna move out, they legally they can do that.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do to stop them. That's why I try to talk to my girls in a civil way. Of course, I ain't just always threatening them, but most of the time I do threaten them. But
that's fair.
most of the time I tell them, you know what, you know, daddy, I tell them straight. I'm like, you know, your daddy ain't never gonna like any guy that you bring here. Any guy that you think you're gonna put in front of me to say, oh, dad, I love him, this and that and the other, to me, they ain't shit. None of them.
Ain't never gonna be good enough,
not
bro.
one.
Ain't never gonna be good enough.
And I've told them both that. I've said, you know, they'll never be good enough. They'll never meet the expectations that I expect. So that way they can show me that they can take care of you and take care of themselves. Because if they can't do that, then they ain't worth my fucking time. It's as simple as that.
Right.
So I've explained that to my girls, and they understand. And they understand also that, you know, I hold them very dear to my heart. So I can't just allow anybody to be like, oh, yeah, you know, What's up, dad-in-law? If them words come out of your mouth, you a dead man already talking.
Wait till
It's as simple as that.
a little Holio comes running around here.
You gonna get.
I'm like, oh, I love your daughter, sir.
Oh,
You don't understand, sir.
I feel bad for
You
that
about to
motherfucker,
catch
I
this
tell
little
you that.
two-piece, man.
I have a feeling that these little Gen Zers are going to be highly disrespectful. Highly. I just have a feeling, bro. It's going to be bad. But I know for me,
I don't know, fam. Like, this generation is different, bro. Like, they're I don't see them as disrespectful because I feel like this generation is hella soft.
I was about to say the same thing.
You know what
bro.
I'm saying? Like, let me be real with you for a second.
No,
Like, I don't
bro.
know about disrespectful because this generation's real hella soft. Like, I could see a dude in some skinny jeans coming up to me and, sir, I just want to let you know, I really like your daughter, sir.
that's what you think, but no.
That's a good interpretation of
Hey, fam.
current
In my
teenage.
mind, I've already played it out.
Bro,
Go ahead, Jay. My bad.
I can tell you, I mean, for me, I'm lucky because I have a son, so I don't have to worry about that. But and thankfully, he told me that, and this was a week ago, that I'm just gonna concentrate on school. I'm not trying to. I need to get my grades up. I need to keep them up. I need, like he said, going into high school is going to be a totally different thing, which it is. But I remember seeing what my dad went through when my sister started dating. And the one time that she broke curfew, and she was in college, 19, 20, in college. Broke curfew because she was still living at home. My dad woke up the whole house. We're going to go get your sister.
Oh, no.
Her boyfriend's car died. We're going to go pick them up. Got in that 84 station wagon, bro. That was the longest drive to Mountain Creek. You know Mountain Creek Lake or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The park that's up there?
Uh-huh.
They were up there. My dad pulled up, tried to jump his car. I mean, his battery was dead. And he had a badass, like, BMW 3 Series. And my dad looked at my sister and was like, get in the car. That's all he said to her. The whole night, get in the car. And True, her boyfriend at the time, he was an Asian guy. He looked at my dad. My dad goes, get in the car. I'll take you home. Bro, from Dallas to Grand Prairie, not one word was spoken at all. It was... And when we got home, I remember my dad going back to sleep, going to his room. He slammed that door so fucking hard. I know he wanted to do something, but he couldn't. He was just like, nah, I'm just going to go to sleep. And he had to get up and go to work the next morning. And after that, my sister, bro, she still dated the guy, but they couldn't hang out the way they were hanging out because, bro, it was like, what the fuck were y'all doing up there?
For real.
So, nah, never.
Hey,
again.
bro, I'm gonna tell you this about your son, dog, because I would imagine we all learned it the hard way. Especially going into high school, you think, man, I'm gonna just focus on my grades. You know, school's what's most important. Then your nose gets wide open, just wide open one time, bro. It ain't ever the same after that.
Bro.
That's all it takes. The one
Bruh,
time.
you get that one little whiff, wide ass open, them nostrils wide ass flared open. It's
Look
a
like
wrap,
a dog
bro.
in heat.
For real.
For real.
Hey, everybody's got a plan in place until you get punched in the face. That's exactly what that goes back to right there.
Exactly what it goes
Everybody got a game plan in place until you get punched in the face. Then what are you gonna do?
back to. Yep.
You gotta raise them up, bro. You gotta raise them up.
We did have the talk about, bro, you don't need to be having a baby at your age, because if you think your dad's going to take care of it, or your mom's going to take care of it, or your grandparents are going to take care of it,
Man, you got another thing coming.
no,
Bro,
no.
all that shit talk, and then let a fucking
Boy.
baby come out. Let a fucking baby come out. Bring him over.
Nope.
Gerald will be
Oh,
on the
that's cool.
podcast like this.
Mute it.
Hold on, guys.
Hey.
Let me mute. Hold on.
Hey guys,
Hold
y'all
up.
don't be too loud. Y'all don't be
Hold
too
up.
loud. I'm feeding the baby.
Y'all
Hey,
ain't,
hold
y'all
up.
ain't shit.
I'm gonna
bro.
put y'all on pause real quick. I gotta go get this formula.
Yeah,
I gotta go heat it up.
y'all see this the whole show. My camera going.
Yeah. Give me 2 minutes, guys.
Definitely be on mute.
Yeah.
What about you, T? What do you say?
Man, it's I hate to be gender specific, but it's different, bro. Like little girls, you can't have no boyfriend.
Not
till
never.
You turn 35. Don't bring nobody home to me, bro. Like
There's just
ain't
a
nobody
bit
ever
of
gonna be good enough. Ain't nobody gonna be, like I ain't having it. I ain't feeling it. I don't like it. I don't care. Like I don't want to meet them because it's gonna be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in all seriousness, though, like I'm serious saying that, but realistically speaking, for little girls, man, I don't know, man. Like I know the feeling of not being able to date someone when you're wanting to date. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of being restricted in that and being told like it's all about school, grades. It kind of makes you rebellious. So you're going to do it anyway.
I think we all had that talk from our parents saying, hey, right now is not a good time. You're still too young. This and that and the other. You shouldn't date right now. But again, kind of going back to what Joe said, once your nose gets wide open, it's like it's open season. And
bro, it wasn't even my nose getting open, bro. It was like
it's like putting Vicks on your chest, just
like I'm about to rebel. Like shit, I'm going. Like you told me I can't do it, so now I'm definitely gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's the other thing, dog, is you have to be very mindful of how tempered you push, because if you push too hard, the kids are gonna push back. And they're gonna push back harder because they're gonna be like, you don't tell me what to do, kind of, you know what I'm saying? So I agree with you 100%. Like it's a fine line. It's a fine line.
You have to find the happy medium, bro, because the one thing that you hate, you never want to be is you can't do this. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna do that. And I mean, honestly, bro, for little girls, I think I'll probably say, 17, you could, I don't want to say you can make it a habit of bringing someone here, but if there's someone that you've been communicating with, he seems good, we're gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And if he meets the criteria, like, okay, let me meet this dude. And if I don't like you, I'm gonna call up my boys.
Do you have a talk with your daughter if you're seeing that it's not the same guy?
Absolutely.
Coming to the house from time to time.
Absolutely, because shit, you out here being a female version of me. Like, no, it's not acceptable. Like, I'm not. Hey, don't be a hoe. But
don't be one of them IG models, please.
But for little boys, bro, like I think, it's different with guys. You know what I'm saying? Like we probably all start dating around 13, 14, 15. You know what I'm saying? Like you're having a conversation with somebody, you probably doing the shit that you do in middle school or junior high school, like going to the park, might go smoke your little bud over there behind the tree.
That's too early.
You and I did way different things at 13, 14. I'm
I
seeing
mean,
that.
clearly, bro. Like, I got a whole little backstory, bro. But you know, I think for the guys, bro. I think it's. I mean, I don't want to say 13 because I wouldn't just bringing nobody to my mama at 13, bro.
Right.
Like there's only been like 2 people that have ever met my mom. You know what I'm saying? And one of them was a high school, like me dating in high school. Mm-hmm. Like that was shit. I think I was like 17. So that was the first time you bring it home. So I would say 17 that's right around the right age for the boy to be able to, bring somebody around.
Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe the first one was at 17, like that met my parents. But before that, it was like,
bro, it's just
11, 12 for me.
Bro, from 17 to 29, like the only other person that's met my mom is who I'm dating currently. Nobody else met my mama, bro.
Yeah.
But with little girls, it's different because, like Julio said, bro, you cherish that innocence. You know what I'm saying? Like you cherish, like this is your pride and joy. Like, yeah, to go to like the street terms, like your little boy, that's like damn, that's my little nigga. But your little girl is like who you hold dear to your heart. Like
that's my little princess.
Yeah,
that's my baby. She's gonna be like, my baby, until,
bro. Like,
no.
So you cherish the innocence of your little girl, bro. Your little boy, not so much. I guess like you want your little boy to go out there and just strap it up.
I guess that's probably why my dad was like he didn't care about me and my brother, but my sister, it was totally different level. That.
You had to talk.
But see, I think it goes opposite too, because me and my wife actually had this discussion, and she was like, as protective as you are of the girls, I'm kind of there with you, but I'm okay with them talking with somebody, even at the ages that they're. Well, my oldest is 15. She's gonna be 15 this year, and she's like, she got guy friends, not a boyfriend yet, but guy friends that she talks to, like a lot of guys that she talks to. And she's like, well, what if she starts liking one of them? I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to strangle him. And she's like, well, you can't do that. That's just
that.
You can't do it.
Yeah, that's what I told her. I said, you can't do that, but shit, I can.
Made for strangling.
And but she was like, in all seriousness, if she starts, be getting interested in one, you really honestly want to make her feel scared to tell you that, hey, she has feelings for somebody or something to that effect, to where I said, well, hell yeah, I want her to be scared to tell me. I want her to know that hell no, I don't like nobody.
Hell no,
bro.
Exactly.
No.
But at the same turn of token, she was like, so if we had a son, would you be okay with him dating?
Let that little boy
I was like, hell yeah, why not? I mean, he can have a girlfriend, why the hell not? She's like, what's the difference?
She was like, because I wouldn't feel comfortable. My daughter don't.
And she was like, because I wouldn't feel comfortable letting him date at that age. I wouldn't feel comfortable with him being with a girl at that age.
Bro, the fear is that you, like I said, you cherish your little girl innocence, and you don't want them to run into an ain't shit dude like us.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't. I mean, in all seriousness,
just a whole podcast full of ain't shit dudes just procreating more ain't shit kids, bro.
Like you don't want your daughter to run into somebody that acts like you act every day. Like, that's what you don't want. So because what you did, know these little dudes now is doing the same thing.
Straight grimy, dog. We were just grimy kids. I'm sorry.
You don't put we.
I'm sorry to tell y'all.
Well, 75% of this podcast is
right. Just grimy, just for no reason.
My grimy hoe phase was in my early 20s.
I ain't never had one, fam. I got married, and that was the end of my life.
You full of shit.
That was it. Graduated high school, got married, had kids. At least I did that right.
file taxes jointly.
Had that in order. That's one thing that I genuinely preach to my kids is if you're gonna have kids, be married. Be married.
Yeah.
At least don't mess up your whole life for somebody you're not gonna be attached to after the first argument. Not that that's the answer either. I ain't gonna say that's the answer for everybody, but that's something I like to hang my hat on. Is we did it right. We at least got married first, and then there was a whole lot of cheeks getting clapped and babies coming out.
We don't need to,
That's my resume. That's my resume.
We don't need to play by play.
Learn how to pull out the garage, bro.
Hey, fam, I was shooting all the club up.
We know.
Clearly.
I just sprayed everybody down in the club. I was like, this whole club is going with me.
Man, we appreciate y'all listening to us tonight.
For real. It's been a hell of a show. We're about at an hour 15. We are gonna call it for the night because all of us, got to work tomorrow.
Yep.
And we're old and we're probably tired. So
man, I'm young.
Keep lying to yourself. We'll do it again next week.
38.
Keep lying to yourself. And
bro, how you gonna tell me how old I am?
We'll see y'all next week. Especially the dude that ain't shit at the top. He'll be here. His 48-year-old self.
The one in the blue shirt.
Damn! What the
Damn!
Damn! All right,
hey,
we out.
Prince Fielder will be here next week, so don't be hating on Prince Fielder.